This story was written by Ms. Gober's class, and it's called Millie and the Frosting Winter.
Rainbow frosting mountain thingy is made of cake and ice cream and cookies. The trees are lollipops and candy canes. Millie the super goat was tiny, but her hooves and appetite were mighty. She's got some dreams inside her tiny goat brain. The world record for feeding on frosting. Millie's got to be the one to beat it. The world record for feeding on frosting. Millie the super goat is gonna eat it. The previous record's held by Bob, the angry goat who eats a lot. 2 million gallons of frosting is how much he ate. But Millie needs to clean the frosting. It's dirty from the goats all walking. She needs some milk jugs and she can't wait. It would take 2,000 million milk jugs to hold this much frosting. The world record for feeding on frosting. Millie's got to be the one to beat it. The world record for feeding on frosting. Millie the super goat is gonna eat it. Sylvia the wolf came over from the Gum Train Express. She came from Rocky Mountain to help with Millie's success. They gathered up the frosting and cleaned it. They improvised the milk jugs they needed with Hershey Kisses and cotton candy. They cleaned the frosting, it was so handy. I thought Sylvia would gobble me up. I was a little afraid at first. But she was so thoughtful, and then I remembered, wait, yeah, I'm invincible. Millie broke the record for feeding on frosting. She ate 85 trillion gallons. She won 1,000 pounds of ice cream for her prize. She was so delighted to win, but she ate too much, couldn't hold it in. She threw up rainbow sprinkles to bat, and Bob the angry goat was so mad, so furious about his mistake. He exploded into tiny pieces of cake. Sylvia and all the other goats were proud. Millie the super goat is the frosting champion now.
The end.
This story was written by Miss Gober's class, and it's called The Blob Virus. Once upon a time, there was Hannah, the angry ogre, who had 55 wild cats and a turtle named Jimmy. And they all lived in Vile Doctor Lab. Hey there, I'm Hannah. I'm an ogre and I'm angry. These are my cats. Here, kitty, kitty. And this is Jimmy. Come here, Jimmy. Their lab was in a cave, and inside the cave there were glowing baby blue crystals that she mined to make vaccines. Hup, two, gotta mine these crystals. Oh, I'm getting tired. She needs 1 million more crystals to concoct a vaccine for a virus called Blob Virus.
I am Blob Virus. I want to infect everyone and take over the world.
Not if I can help it. But the cave exploded because an ex-computer hacker named Jerry the Digger took a headphone plane from New York to the cave. He was mining for crystals because he wanted to make a black hole. Yeah, I'm Jerry the ex-hacker, see? Did you even know what a headphone airplane is? It's made of headphones as big as 2 mansions, with 3 leaves on top which are 14 inches long that made it fly. Yeah, see? Back to the cave. Oops. I didn't mean to blow it up. It looks like I smashed the beam that held up the rest of the cave. Oops. Then, a bunch of satyrs who are robots and have super sensors rode on miniature mopeds from over the hill. They started going crazy because they didn't want the whole hill to collapse. They quickly repaired the cave by putting up a bunch of wood boards to hold it. There were crystals that were up on the roof of the cave that fell down and are now poking through the rubble. And ever since that day, Jimmy the Turtle and her cats helped Hannah to gather the crystals. She was able to finally create a blob virus vaccine. If I add a little blue crystal here and a little blue crystal there, aha! Eureka! I concocted the vaccine! They all felt relieved because there's no more virus.
No!
The end.
This story was written by Ms. Bott's class, and it's called Miracle Max. He's Max, he's a magician, he's Miracle Max. I'm Miracle Max, I'm living in Odd Town. Everything is wavy and floating around. I'm exhausted by how odd everything is. I wanna fix it, all the bad odd things here in Odd Town. Max is exhausted.
Hey, where's Max? We're looking for him. We want to steal that miracle magic.
We want to make Odd Town even more odd.
Beyond odd. If you see Max, tell him the odd goblins were here.
Will the goblins find him? I'm Miracle Max. I gotta stop the odd goblins itchy, but I can't stop them easily. What are these bumps? It seems I'm allergic to goblins. They make me break out in hives. I need a miracle now if I'm gonna stay alive. How will he survive? What's this, Dr. Wirt Boblin? Allergy doctor? You've got an itch, I'll scratch it? Hey, I've got to visit Dr. Boblin, but he's a goblin, so I need a disguise. I've got this green sheet with holes for eyes and this wig that's yellow. I'll dress up and fool that fellow, disguised as a goblin. Hey, Doc, I've got hives.
Ah, yes. I can see they're quite a large size. I can easily recommend this allergy spray. Use this and your hives will go away.
Thanks, Doc. Psst.
Ah, he tricked me. Get him!
Dodging left, dodging right. Can't let the odd goblins win this fight. Come on, goblins, get close enough. Now's the time to use this stuff. I'll spray it in their laser eyes and say bye-bye.
Ah! Our eyes are burning. He's warded us off. Oh no! We're spiriting away.
Curses! Miracle Max wins the day.
Max wins the day. And now with my miracle magic, I levitate into the sky. 32,000 feet to be exact. The perfect height to rain my magic down. Rain my miracles over the entire town. Oh Lord. look. Magic is coating every oddity the eye can see, and slowly melting these exhaustions away from me. He's Max. He's a magician. He's Miracle Max. The end.
This story was written by Miss Neary's class, and it's called Sally the Kid Scarecrow and the Candy Mission.
Once upon a time, near Scarecrow Valley, on the day before Halloween.
Sally, as you know, your mother and I have some very important spying to attend to.
That's right, dear, and don't bother asking us about it because you're not a spy. Oh, please, can't I join you?
Oh, Sally, you can't join us. You're far too young.
Yes, dear. After all, we're spies, and you're practically a baby. You're just so young.
So we're leaving. Not leaving you. We're just leaving to go spy. Without you. You can't come.
And since tomorrow is Halloween, you must stay and make sure the crows don't get the corn crops. I want a new family, one that supports me as the secret agent scarecrow I am.
A new family lived in the house on the hill, so Sally put her secret agent skills to the test.
Hello.
Oh my stars, you frightened us.
Why were you hiding in the shadows?
I'm a secret agent. We spend a lot of time hiding in shadows.
Very impressive.
Wow, a real secret agent. We're the Scaries.
I'm Sally, the kid scarecrow.
Nice to meet you, Sally.
You are welcome anytime.
Have a happy Halloween.
Yes, get all the candy.
Nice to meet you. Happy Halloween.
Sally returned to her field to get ready for a new secret mission.
If I get enough candy to share with the Scaries, hopefully they will become my new family.
Halloween arrived and Sally had to make sure the crows didn't get the corn crops.
Hey!
Therefore, it was difficult to get enough candy to share. Then a rare little candy sparrow came searching for corn. She saw Sally and realized what she needed. She flew as fast as she could above the farm. The tiny sparrow got its DNA on the corn, and the corn started to grow candy.
Oh, thank you, little candy sparrow. Now I'll have enough candy to share with the Scaries.
Good evening, Sally.
That sure is a lot of candy.
Would you like some? I want to share it with you, and then maybe you could be my new family?
You are too kind.
We'd love to chomp some candy with you, but you didn't need to give us candy to be a part of our family. The Scaries are a chosen family. We choose each other, and we choose you.
Hooray!
And ever since that day, Sally has been chomping candy with her new family and the cuckoo candy sparrow. The end.
This story was written by Miss Gober's class, and it's called Iron Kitten and Boss Mom. Once upon a time, there was an Iron Kitten, the Boss Mom, who lived in a dino treehouse, which was 100,000 million miles long. She lived with her 3 kittens, and they played in a house made of toys, and in the corner there were a bunch of toys stacked. There was nothing outside of the house because an evil pig villain made everything go blank. And when they open the door, all they see is fog.
Iron Kitten and the 3 kittens named Pumpkin and Lily and Charlie. They want friends because they're lonely, but all the other people who lived in the treehouse were made of gold and sounded like they were underwater.
They hardly ever see them because the treehouse is so big. The kittens felt scared and that maybe they would turn into that. They thought the kittens looked hideous because they were made out of iron and talked like robots. The people thought the kittens didn't fit in with the group. Then, IKBM told everyone they're not hideous. They just had iron on them. She talked to some of the gold people and they felt bad for her. She gave them candy and they realized she was an amazing friend.
She made friends with everyone and said you can't judge a book by its cover. I said you can't judge a book by its cover. I said you can't judge a book by its cover. And ever since that day, everyone should try to get to know something about someone before judging them. Iron Kitten, the boss mom felt
The end.
This story was written by Miss Absher's class, and it's called Lonely Lilios and the Environment Club. Hi everybody, my name is Lilios and I'm this many. I'm the queen of this castle and I'm a multimillionaire, and I want to tell you how it happened. It all started when I was working at the Lollipop Castle making lollipops for King Basketball Who. King Basketball Who is the king, obviously. But can I tell you a secret? I like him. Like, I really like him. I like him. King Basketball Hoop loves candy, especially lollipops. Those are his favorite. So I'm gonna make King Basketball Hoop 100 trillion lollipops. So he'll be really impressed and then he'll want to marry me. And 100 trillion is like a lot. It's a 1 with 14 zeros after it. But King Basketball Hoop already planted a Googleplex of lollipop trees. That's more trees than there are atoms in the universe. And that's a problem, because this is a lollipop tree. The stick part is like the trunk and the branches, and the lollipops are like the leaves. But the sticks are toxic, and after people eat the lollipops, the sticks wash into the ocean, and they pollute the world and hurt the animals. But it's okay, because my cousin Alfred is very smart. Hi, Alfred. He invented these reusable lollipop sticks made out of reusable plastic water bottles, so as soon as you finish a lollipop, you can just reuse the stick for another one. Then, nothing ends up in the ocean, the animals aren't hurt, and everyone can have as much lollipops as they want. So back at the castle, the King Basketball Hoop, he heard about these reusable plastic water bottle lollipop sticks from his brother Prince Baseball Bat, and he really liked that idea. He liked that idea so much that he decided that he liked me too, so we got married. So now that I'm queen, I started an environment club so that the whole kingdom can know about recycling. And King Basketball Hoop is very supportive. We meet Thursdays in room 238 after school. King Basketball Hoop and I had 2 kids named Prince Soccer Ball and Princess Dodgeball. And they started a brand new candy factory called Candy Explosion that's now worth multi-millions of dollars. So that's how I became the queen, saved the environment, and became a multi-millionaire. If you believe in yourself, follow your dreams, and help others, anything is possible. The end.
This story was written by Mr. Robenhorst's class, and it's called The Animal Titanic.
I'm a millionaire, my name is John Horse. I made the Titanic and I'm headed for New York. I wanna meet a lady who's super polite. Hopefully she's beautiful and looks real good in white. Trotting around the ship today, I'm looking for a wife, because I've never smooched before, and I wanted to my whole life. I found Katie Bunny. Life is so sunny. We're in love. And this ship is starting to sink. Piranhas are chewing up the ship. Baby, you're my missing link. A swordfish has stabbed the boat with his proboscis. Sorry, I'm distracted by your beauty. Did you say kiss? Look out! That sperm whale is giant and knocked over the ship. Good thing this vessel came equipped with lifeboats and jackets. The days went by and all we ate was fish for an eternity. Katie, I have a question for you. Let me drop down to my knee. Will you marry me? I found Katie Bunny. Life is so sunny. We got married in Australia. Lived our lives down under, and never took a cruise again. The end.
This story was written by Mr. Robenhorst's class, and it's called The Bunnies and the Pink Trees. Once upon a time there was a princess goblin named Gosh, that's me, who crossed all the slime in the slime swamp full of slime monsters. My gosh, oh my gosh. To live in the weirdo forest, I left my family behind. And when there were no other goblins anymore, what did I find? The chocolate bunnies eating up all the trees, the pink trees, oh yeah. My favorite. Hey. Devouring everything, eating up all the trees. Stop that. Squishy brown fruit. Sugar. But those trees provide the best and healthiest food. And devouring every last one is extremely rude. And I have a need for the trees that nobody sees. The trees in every other forest give me allergies. The chocolate bunnies still eating up all the trees. The pink trees, oh yeah.
Yum yum!
Devouring everything, eating up all the trees and their squishy brown fruit.
Time for you!
Oh, why won't you bunnies stop your eating? Too many bunnies to listen to me. How many of you even are there? 523. That's it. Attention! Welcome to Bunny Military School for Unbehaved Bunnies. You are here to learn to become the best behaved bunnies ever. Is that clear? Wait, who is this goblin again? Yeah, and if and only if you do learn to become the best behaved bunnies ever, I will give you a treat. Is that clear? Now march! The chocolate bunnies eating up only some trees, some pink trees. Oh yeah! Hop, hop, hop. We're behaving, respecting your allergies. Now give us our treat. Please? This is it, gosh. It's time to show them their treat. Trees made out of colosh for the bunnies to eat. Colosh trees. Yeah, a few colosh trees was enough to satisfy those bunnies. 'Cause they never had such delicious trees in their tummies. And ever since that day, they never ate my pink trees. And I'll never sneeze eating trees that ease my allergies. Colosh trees forever. We won't make the ending too formal. It's still too early to call. But everything went back to normal. For once, and hopefully for all. The end.
This story was written by Mrs. Neary's class, and it's called The Conductor. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful symphony city named Topiaville, where rock music was not allowed.
I'm Bob. I'm a crime-fighting musical conductor, and I'm looking for villains who've been playing rock music, because that's not allowed in this symphony city. I'm gonna check this alleyway for the villains. I'm looking for them everywhere, but I haven't been able to achieve my goal of finding them. Well, no luck finding any villains here. I guess I'll head over to work, and when I come back home from work, I'll check again. Oh, what a long day of work. Oh, hell, I guess I'll just head on home. Well, what's this here? I never noticed a door here before. Why, it seems to head to a secret lair underneath this alleyway. I think I hear some talking, even. Why, I think I've discovered a secret lair. And that's right, those are those villains playing their rock music. I think I'll spy on them here for a moment. I know, I'll head back out, and then whenever they step out, I'll just arrest them.
And that's exactly what our crime-fighting musical conductor Bob did. As soon as those villains stepped out from playing their rock music, Bob arrested them. The end.
This story was written by Miss Absher's class, and it's called How Mr. Muffin Tried to Take Over the World.
Mr. Mean and Muffin, I'm a fox and that's my name. Gluten, muffin, mind control, it's my foxy game. Come and let me tell you how my muffin plan unfurled. This is how Mr. Muffin tried to take over the world. I was in my gluten cave, putting braces on my teeth. I needed them to speak the code for my lair underneath. A pencil factory with an invisible button. where I made my plans to be a big bad gluten glutton. I wanted to erase the world, replace people's minds with muffins. I made my muffin plan so grand, and I ain't bluffing. You see, the people all had a gluten allergy, but I gave them gluten muffins. No, they were not gluten-free, and now their minds belong to me. Mr. Mean and Muffin, I'm a fox, and that's my name. Gluten muffin mind control is my foxy game. Come and let me tell you how my muffin plan unfurled. This is how Mr. Muffin tried to take over the world. My cave full of rare gluten was slowly running low. I could only get it in New York, so there I had to go. Gluten costs a lot, and the cellars there were grimy. Plus I couldn't fly it home because gluten makes plain slimy. Then my plans were overheard by Vice President Mo while I was talking to myself at the presidential debate show. Mo told President Biden he sent the army after me. So quickly I went hiding so that this fox could stay free. This fox will stay free. Mr. Mean and Muffin, I'm a fox and that's my name. That's his name. Gluten muffin mind control is my foxy game. That's his Come and let me tell you how my muffin plan unfurled. This is how Mr. Muffin tried to take over the world. The army couldn't find me no matter how they tried. I opened a muffin store and hid myself inside. Now I sell my muffins and I save what people pay, earning money for my gluten so I can take over the world someday. Then I'll tell you how my muffin plan unfurled. One day Mr. Muffin's gonna take over the world.
The end.
This story was written by Miss Bott's class, and it's called The Dragon Who Eats Cheeto Cats.
Hey, I'm Alex. I'm a dragon. Rawr. This is Planet Cheeto Land. I live here. These are Cheeto Cats. They're the only other life on this planet that isn't Cheetos or dragons. I devour them. I eat them because they're the only thing on this planet that doesn't give me diarrhea. I fish for them down at the Purple Ocean. No catch today. It's a good thing I've stored all that food for the winter back at home. Hey, what the? Oh, hey Alex. Fatso Bonzo? What are you doing? I know you usually have some extra Cheeto Cats lying around and I was hungry and... You ate all of my Cheeto Cats? It took all year to gather these Cheeto Cats! I'm sorry. I feel terribly hungry. I want a friend to replace Fatso Bonzo. Will you be my friend?
No.
Oh, goodness.
No.
Why not?
You're a big scary dragon. You breathe fire and you squash Cheeto Cats with your big
them.
scary feet.
Why wouldn't he offer something fun over eating us? Well, I guess nobody wants to be friends with me. Guess it's time for me to move. Alright, here we go. Got a belly flop. And here we go. Flying through space. What's that over there? Dragon World. Well, that sounds appropriate.
And ever since that day, Alex had fun with his new dragon friends, Ronaldo, Peter, Antonio, and Lily. Together, they started the planet's very first Cheeto Cat Taco Parade. This is fun. The end.
This story was written by Miss Bott's class, and it's called From Big Adventure to President of Halloween. Once upon a time, there lived a monkey named Leroy, and his best friend baby duck. They were having fun at the tropical graveyard where it was Halloween all year long. Leroy and baby duck, best friend adventures. Leroy and baby duck, playing hide and seek. They wanted a boat to travel across the ocean because monkeys are curious to the unknown. But there were giant crystals blocking anyone's path from leaving the shore, and between them were giant waves. Leroy and baby duck, best friend adventures. Leroy and baby duck, obstacles in their path. So they created pickaxes to chop down the crystals. And since monkeys are geniuses, they crafted them out of wood and rock. It was near impossible for them to chop them down. It took them 5 whole years. They only survived on fish the entire time, and when they finished they cheered, yay, we can finally cross after 5 years. Leroy and baby duck, best friend adventures. Leroy and baby duck, they succeed. They own past the ocean, only to find nothing but junk populating the ocean. So they returned home to run for president on Halloween. Leroy and baby duck, best friend adventures. Leroy and baby duck, presidential nominees. While running with the crystals, they built recycling centers for anything that was thrown into lakes, rivers, and oceans. They made a very beautiful and moving speech that made them president and vice president on Halloween. Leroy and baby duck, best friend adventures. Leroy and baby duck, presidents of Halloween. The end.
This story was written by Mr. Robin Horse's class, and it's called The Dog and the Flower. Once upon a time in Dog, Italy, there was a human dog. Dog head, human body, and his name was Brian. He worked as a chef at a famous restaurant called Food King. It was always busy and very popular. Brian worked there with robot assistants. They were so close, they were like his family. He wanted to make a delicious bread, but he needed to purchase cat flour to make it, but it was only available in Cat America. Brian made the long journey from Dog Italy all the way to Cat America. It took 783 miles or 18 hours of travel. But he got lost in Cat America. He had a map, but it was for Cat New Zealand, not Cat America, and he never realized, well, because he doesn't speak cat. Then his boss Dog, discovered him in Cat America because he was there getting supplies for the restaurant. He thought Brian was on vacation, so Brian got fired and locked in a cage. There was no getting out. Brian's robot assistant friends came to his help and explained that Brian was getting flour in Captain America. And Boss Dog let him free. But he still didn't have cat flour. He had to make his bread with a different type of flour, banana flour. He smelled the bread and liked it so much he fell in love with it. He kept it forever and never ate it. You see, the bread had magic that made it never mold. And Brian and his banana loaf lived happily ever after. The end!
This story was written by Miss Absher's class, and it's called Gum Girl. Gum girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna chew? What you gonna do? Gum girl, what you gonna chew? I'm gonna chew gum. I'm gum girl, chewing gum in my gum pool. I live in the freaky forest, it's really cool. That's Poseidon, Greek water god of the sea. He's big and buff and very nice, I hope he'll marry me. The ocean with a bunch of salt in it is where he swims. Forgot that I was made of gum and tried to sprint to him. Made it halfway there, then I floated away. I'm not a very strong swimmer, I don't know what to say. Gum girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna chew? What you gonna do? Gum girl, what you gonna do? Still gonna chew gum. Yo, Poseidon on the track, Where's Gum Girl? We should track her. Organize a dolphin search party. We promised to bring her back, sir. I followed the dolphins as long as I could, but then I got lost in the glowing enchanted woods. People think that gods are pure perfection. I'm actually terrible with directions. Meanwhile, Wexler the Witch here, what's it to you? Me and Space Dragon Fred trying to do what we do. Two friends in the forest just taking a stroll. For us it's just self-care, we make it a goal. Stumbled upon some girl, odd paths crossed. Turns out it was Gum Girl. Tell me I'm lost! Space Dragon Fred said, hurry up, hop on. Gum Girl and I did, and with that we were gone. We flew over the ocean, we were hoping to see where Poseidon could be hiding, wondered where he could be. He was gathering apples in the glowing enchanted forest. We finally found him, now let's get back to the chorus. Gum Girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Gum Girl, what you gonna do? I'm gonna do some organization, make it make sense. Poseidon, Fred, Wexler, and I all became friends. Invited them to live with me, it felt so right. Now we all live together, glass house, no lights. Don't worry, we're fine, we can still see. I'll admit that your worry's funny to me. You see, you've never lived in an enchanted forest and it shows. We don't need lights cause the enchanted forest glows. Yeah, that's my story. Thanks for listening, guys. The end.
This story was written by Miss Neary's class, and it's called Larry the Water Phoenix.
Just sit right back and I'll tell you the tale of Larry the Water Phoenix. His mother was sick and he wanted to get her the medicine that she needed. Larry and his mom lived down on the Guadalupe River, and Larry needed to earn more money so the medicine he could deliver. Larry had an idea how to earn that extra green. He could make a little more if he became the Water Phoenix Queen. Larry the Phoenix, the hero of this song. Larry the Phoenix, he could do no wrong. He's just a bird who wanted to help his mom. Larry the Phoenix, rock on. Larry went to see the current queen to have his needs addressed, but the current queen sent Larry off on a very dangerous quest. out of town to help her out of a jam. She needed his help to get back her lost super special clam. What made this clam so special? What made this clam so cool? It would cure anyone in a snap with its super special jewel. Larry the Phoenix, the hero of this song. Larry the Phoenix, he could do no wrong. The Queen sent him off to find her lost clam. Larry the Phoenix, oh man. The clam of the Queen was lost beyond the weeds, but the saltwater crocodiles would not let Larry leave. To defeat the crocs, Larry had an idea that was colossal, splashing pepper water from his feathers on the crocodile's nostrils. They started messing with their noses, an immediate reaction. The crocodiles were offended and distracted. Larry returned home, his brave task was done. Because he got the clam, he was the chosen one. Larry the Phoenix, the hero of this song. Larry the Phoenix, he could do no wrong. The crocodiles were gone because he made them sneeze. And Larry became the Royal Water Phoenix Queen. The end.
Are the Story Wranglers, we are the Story Wranglers, we are the Story